Okay, attention class. Anyone not paying attention will get detention. Emily, sitting at the back, stop painting your fingernails and pay attention. Okay. Right, if it goes out of focus, I will do my best to keep it in focus. Right, this is the end of, this is where you cast on, this is where the point you're at, Emily, now, okay? So you should have that. I've only got 10 stitches, you should have about 20. Okay, I'm working from the actual little mirror thing, camera side view box, whatever it is. So if it goes out, I'll do my best to keep it in focus, and also I will be very slow because I've got to watch what I'm doing through a window, basically. So you see what I've done. You're like that at the moment, I presume. This is your wool here. Okay, so anyway, turn it round as such. Okay, and you should be looking like, let's get in focus, this. Okay, this is not easy. Right, now you're going to go through your first stitch. There's your wool. Okay, so you go in behind and to come up through there like that. You see that? So you've got cross sticks and your wool is here behind. Okay, so anti-clockwise round the needle, sorry, do it again, round the needle and through the two, so it looks like that. Okay, use your finger, just push it down gently, and this here, coming through here, is your wool. Okay, just give it a little bit of tension if you want. So you should be looking like that. I'll show you again, I'll pull it out. So you go down through the middle here, whoops, there, because that's a stitch on your needle, this one. Your wool anti-clockwise through the two, just pull it gently, so you've got a little bit of tension, but don't pull it hard because it'll all come together at the end. Right, push that down, and there's your wool. Okay, that's your wool. Now just gently use these fingers to push your stitches up. Just gently unhook it. So we do that again. This is basically all you're going to be doing. So that's through that stitch, right through the middle of that stitch on the needle. Bear in mind I can't see very well here. Like that. Put a little bit just so that it's not too slack. Anti-clockwise through the two, like that. Push this down a little bit with your finger, keeping your wool in here so that you've got control of it. I should have told you that on the first stitch. Bring your needle down, bring in your wool with you here. If it's a bit tight, just give it a little bit of a leverage and hook it off. This is like bloody blind leading the blind here. Don't worry about if you get a little bit of a slack bit here, because it will all pull together. Okay, we'll do that again. Keep that on your needle here. Keep your fingers sort of like an eye on it. I might have caught something there actually. Yeah, I have. Right, that's my bad luck, because I can't see properly very well. in a tiny little screen. So anyway, we'll carry on because it's all basically the same. And I'm not knitting a blanket, so it doesn't matter what it looks like. Right, so it's through there, like that, round anti-clockwise, like that. See it? Bring this down and make sure it's on the tip of your needle here, comes up through, like that. Slip it off. Like I say, don't worry about this here, it'll all come together. So the next stitch, God, I need bifocals for this. Okay, through the next stitch. Use your fingers to nurture the stitches, prise them open a little bit, whichever way you want. Now I've just gone and dropped a bloody stitch, how funny is that? Right, I've soon, what have I done? Right, what I've done is I've undone that stitch. Don't watch this little bit because I've just got to get back to where I was. That was going so bloody brilliant as well. Oh, knob I am. Right, we're back to where we were. Right, that's it. I've twisted it round. Right, off to the next stitch. Through the front. Oh, it's going out of focus. Oh, this is hilarious. You're going to wet your pants. Through there. Anti-clockwise. I promise you this will work for you. As crappy as I am, it will work for you. Through there. And slip it off. Help yourself slip the stitches off if it gets too tight here. So just take it off. Through the back of the stitch. Like that. Anti-clockwise. Use your finger to push it through a little bit. Put a little bit of tension on here. Don't pull it tight. Whatever you do, don't pull it tight. Just keep it here with your little finger. Push that down so that it goes through there. Hang on. Back through that stitch where you started and off. So that's through the next one. The first two rows are always the worst because you're basically trying to keep it in a shape, but it won't stay in the shape because it's all loose. So back round anti-clockwise, push the needle down like that, bring it through there at the back, through that little gap there. But watch all these stitches because what I don't show you in one stitch you might see in another stitch, so watch this video first before you attempt it because it is all the same. A lash up basically. Oh, I have to put it in focus. Hang loose. There we go. Right, same thing again. It's not easy, Emily, because like I say, my hands are about touching the floor and my head's above the camera, about 3-4 feet away from my eyes. So that's, hang on, you'll get it, it's absolutely simple. Through there, let's get in focus, there we go. Through there, like we've been doing, round, push, bring it through the back, behind that stitch, hang on, there. I'll make the next one a bit easier for you. I wish I could do more of a close-up for you, but this camera's not allowing me. Right, Let's see if I can do this one better. So that's through there, anti-clockwise, see that? Wish I could get it closer. This is going to come up through the back of that stitch. I'm going to push it behind, see that? And then lob it off. So that's through there. Oops, hang on, I haven't taken. Always keep your thread behind there. See, this has gone a bit weak because it's slips. We slipped on the stitches, and I've stretched it too far. But hey ho, it'll all come together. Round. Whoops. Back through and off. See that? It'll come together there, look. In the last stitch. Round. Push your needle so that, yeah, you can see this. It comes through the back of that stitch and off, and just give it a little tug. That'll do it. A little bit slack on that last stitch, but that's because I looped it to start with. I should have tied a knot in the first stitch, but I didn't. Anyway, that's kind of like your first row with my little bit of a bodge at the end. Hang on, I'll put it in focus. Come on. There we go. Actually, it's best to focus on my thumb. There we go. Oh! Ah, look at that. Right, let's try and see if we can keep it in focus. Right, Emily, it's the same again. You just got to do the same again. Simples. Make sure you get your... Don't get the end of the wool like sometimes I do. Knit a line and then find I've got the wrong piece. Put that behind your fingers. Off we go. Oops. I went out the square. If I go out the square, see, it goes out of focus. Right. My Dad's going to laugh at this. Actually, that's quite good focus. But watch it all the way through a couple of times before you try it. So that's anti-clockwise. Push this down. Come up through there. Slip it off. Through the back of the stitch. Anti-clockwise. Push that through. There, you can see that quite well, that one. Through, anti-clockwise, through the middle, and slip it off. Through the back of the stitch, anti-clockwise, pull it through here, and off. Anti-clockwise, push that through, bring it through there and off. Back of the stitch, anti-clockwise, push the needle through and slip it off. Your brother's just come in, by the way.
Emily smells a poo.
Shut up. Through there, you can see it come through there. Slip it off. There's the dog.
Wolf, come here.
Wolfie, do you want to do some knitting? Do you want to show Emily how to knit?
Knit its bloody mouth shut.
Anti-clockwise, through the middle, push it through the back. Oh, let me just check that.
Could have got for you.
Just check that one. I'm distracted now. So that's through the top there. Oops. Round the middle. Back through. Slip it off. Through there. Anti-clockwise. Through the middle. You can slow this down, I expect. Right. As you see, it's starting to grow. Hey ho, look at that. See? Can do it. Turn it over. Trying to keep it in focus. It's gone out a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's it. Give it a little pull down. But this next row will make it look like it's grown a little bit more. But this is a stitch you need if you're going to do a blanket. So it's through there, anti-clockwise, bring it through the back of that stitch the way you went in and off. Same again, back through, off, through there. Anti-clockwise, pull it through and off. Okay.
Defleed.
Oh good, okay. That's just defleed his dog. Okay. So it's the same all the way through. Sorry about such a cock-up video. First time I've ever done a tutorial. I might even put it on YouTube. Hey ho. Round. Through. But at least with this video you can pause it knowing that once you've looked at one stitch you can try it, pause the video and then just watch me do the next stitch. Okay? So it'll be easy for you. Round, only the one thread obviously round. A lot of things now I'm looking at that I haven't pointed out. And push it off. Round and push it off. Of course when you get brilliant like me you don't have to take your hands off the needle, you can just go like that. But you're not brilliant like me yet. Right, okay, so as you can see, it's growing, and that's kind of like it. I'll do one more little row, and then by the time I see you, or behave dog, what I'll do is speed up a couple of rows and just show you how to cast off, which is even easier than knitting. Keep this in focus. Make sure you've got your white end of the wall. Oh, Wilf, get down. No, get down. Right, okay. Sorry about the nail varnish. Through, off. Sorry, I picked up a little bit there. That's not a stitch, I just picked up. Sometimes you'll find that, but don't worry about that because that'll all blend in. Or if you want to undo the row and not catch it, it's up to you. I bet I've only got 5 stitches on here by the time I finish. Right, here we go. Round, back through, and down, through, round, through, off. Make sure you don't go through there. Sometimes that's quite a mistake a lot of knitters make. We do it and then we find we have to undo 2 or 3 rows because we don't notice we've done it. Okay. Round. Like that. I can hear all the children outside, bless them. Through there. You probably find you won't even get to this far on the video. You'll only be watching the video because it's crap. And you'd have learnt it on the first 3 or 4 stitches. It's just me being overkill. Okay. Round we go. Right, I'm also going to show you on my tutorial how to cast off. There, that's not bad, Emily. I mean, I'm doing this basically blindfolded. I'm doing it through, like I said, I don't want to repeat myself. Right, let's just assume this is the square and you're finishing it. This is the most easiest part, darling. It really is so easy. Let's make sure I've got this in focus. Hang on, just a little bit out of focus here. There we go. Easiest bit. Right, we're assuming this is finished now and you don't want it anymore. You want to cast off rather. So do the first stitch as you do. Okay. Round. Push it through. Off. You're basically knitting as you cast off. It's the same thing. Only knit 2 stitches. That's all you want. Oops. Oh, dog, get out. I'm not like, focus now. Get out of the bloody way. Once it gets back in focus. Right, here we go. So, you've got 2 stitches, right? You've knitted 2 stitches. We're not going to do the 3rd, but what we are going to do is going to just loop that stitch. Just grab it underneath like that. Hoik it over that top stitch there, like that, and it locks it. I'll do that again. Knit your stitch like you have been doing, work it round, pull it through, off, grab the last stitch again. Oh, I can't see this. Hoik it over that one, see that? And slip it off. Knit another stitch. So it's basically you've always got 2 stitches to knit on your needle, rather. You've always got 2 stitches, but then end up with 1. So you put another one on, so you've got 2 again. Take the back stitch, hoik it through. Oh, see if I can get you in focus. Let's do that again. So take the back stitch, hoik it over that one, bring your needle through and push it off like that, because you're actually locking it through there. This is another stitch, second stitch, take the back stitch, take it over that stitch like that, bring your needle through. See that? You're doing a chain and it's slowly casting you off. Look. Do another stitch. Oops. Got my thread round the wrong way there. Oh, battery's flashing. So I'm going to have to speed up a little bit. Work it off. Back stitch over that stitch. Like that. And it casts it off. Do another one. It might suddenly cut off, Emily, because the battery's flashing. I did charge it, but it took me ages to set this camera up. I was dangling it from the ceiling, had it over my shoulder, strapped it to my head, stood upside down with it, so I used a lot of energy up doing that on the battery. So knit your stitch, hoik that over, off, through your stitch, and then you'll end up with one stitch. So hoik that over. Oh, I can't see this. Come on, get into focus. Hang loose. There we go. Right, as we were, last stitch, and we end up with that. Pull it through. Okay, but obviously yours would be bigger, but hey, how cute is that? Make a mini blanket. So therefore you just got a loop, and then what you do, oh Christ, it's like braille here. Let's get you in focus. That'll do. So obviously the wool that you've been knitting with, just pop it, just literally grab it, oops, and pull it through there. You know this bit. Simples. Like that. Scissors, which I haven't got, just literally cut off. Cut it there. So you've got a long piece. Hang on, let me see if I've got my scissors. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So, come on, focus. Hang on. There we go, that's it. Shut up, dog. Just pull that in a bit. So we've made your loop. So literally just cut it. Pull your wool off. Bob's your uncle. That sealed it because you pulled that piece of wool through that loop. Okay. Get this in so fucking focus. Just trying to show you the edge. No, I can't. Let's do it on my thing. It works on me now, varnish. Ah, there, look. Look at that lovely finish. How good is that? It's a pity you didn't start like that, but it's okay. That's the stitch you want, because it's loose, it will move about, it's lovely. Okay, we've only done about 3 or 4 rows there. You do little squares and join them all together. Hey ho, away we go. Thank you for listening to me. That would be £15 the lesson. See you later. I like that.